Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back. This backdrop is only temporary as it's put up in what is going to be the nursery, but I'll figure something out in the next few months for a more permanent backdrop. Anyway, so the real reason I came here, I have finally started watching The Bad Batch on Disney Plus, and what I'm going to do is give you a basic recap and review of the first 7 episodes as well as I can remember. So, first of all, episode 1, it started off probably the most emotional episode of the series so far, because on the bright side, we got to see a young Caleb Doom, and that was great. On the sad side, we also got to see what happened to Caleb and Depa Billaba during Order 66. Not fun. We also got introduced to a brand new main character, Omega. She was apparently a lab assistant on Kamino, and after the other clones realized that the Bad Batch was not going to follow Order 66 and they didn't like this new empire, they imprisoned them, and Bad Batch managed to escape and get the heck out of there. The only one they ended up leaving behind after a mission that showed his true colors was Crosshair. Apparently he's the only one of the Bad Batch that was immediately affected by Order 66. So yeah, I'll be honest, Crosshair was never my favorite anyway. Episode 2 of The Bad Batch was very interesting. We got to see a character from the Clone Wars, a clone that defected and ended up getting married and having a couple of kids. And after seeing how good they are with Omega, who he feels a sense of responsibility to now, Hunter, who's sort of the leader of this group, he wants to leave Omega with this family so she can have a sense of, you know, a family instead of running all over the galaxy and staying on the run. After a series of misfortunes, she ends up breaking away from the family and running back to the Bad Batch, and this begins the sort of almost a father-daughter dynamic between Hunter and Omega. Episode 3 Episode 3 of The Bad Batch saw them crash landing on a moon, trying to make replacements, and the main thing that happened this episode was these sort of dragons ended up stealing some parts, and Omega learns how to deal with them without any of the dragons getting killed. Basically, she does a trade for the part that it stole and throws them her flashlight. Episode 4, Cornered, they go to Pantora for something of a supply run, and they run into the bounty hunter, none other than Fennec Shan, who, by the way, I completely embarrassed myself by calling Fen Rao. I knew it was Fen something. So, yeah, I made a boo-boo there. Episode 5 sees the Bad Batch striking a bargain with like a cantina owner, Sid or something like that, who sends them off on a mission to bring back, to rescue a child called Poochie or something like that. And spoiler alert, as it turns out, Poochie is actually a Rancor, none other than the exact same Rancor Bib Fortuna comes to pick up for Jabba the Hutt, which makes me wonder, is Poochie the Rancor that goes after Luke? If so, that's kind of messed up. Episode 6 sees the Bad Batch sent on another sort of recovery mission by Sid so they can get paid, And this time they're off to find the head of a tactical droid that holds very, very valuable information. And of course, along the way, Omega gets herself into more trouble, and they wind up running into two characters from the last season of Clone Wars, Trace and Rafa. And that episode ends sort of on the fence. I wasn't sure if I could trust them or not when I saw them talking to that hooded character at the end. And finally, wrapping things up with Episode 7, Battle Scars. This, we see the return of none other than Captain Rex. He helps the Bad Batch deactivate their inhibitor chips, so they won't be a danger to each other, but the operation goes a little haywire for Wrecker, who's become sort of like an uncle to Omega. And he goes after her, and there's this whole big thing, but of course it works out in the end. So there you go, guys. That is a very, very, very condensed review of The Bad Batch, episodes 1 through 7. It is Friday. I still haven't gotten to watch episode 8 of The Bad Batch, and at the rate I'm going, that review or reaction probably will not be up until sometime on Saturday, so yikes. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more family-friendly Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button down below, and don't forget to check out the links in the description box. Question of the day, have you guys seen The Bad Batch yet? And if so, what do you think of it so far? Go ahead and post a comment. I'll see everybody again probably tomorrow when my reaction and review for episode 8 gets put up. So until then, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off.